Hey guys, I'm back. It is the new season of Pretty Little Liars. I'm so excited. Saw it last night. I didn't have any good lighting then, but I have better lighting now. So, hey, how y'all doing? And I've made a slight change in plans. I've decided, because this first episode, it inspired me, okay? It inspired me to do the review and my comments, how I felt about it at the exact same time. Yeah. So let's get into it. So we started off, this is off the top of my head, so I may possibly forget something. If I do, just mention it in the, comment section. Y'all know what to do, okay? Don't act like we're not used to this relationship. So the episode starts off where we left off. They open the trunk, and there was a pig, a dead pig in the trunk. My first reaction was, really? I really thought, okay, when the last season ended, I thought it was a dead body, okay? I really did. I thought, they just found somebody and all this craziness has just happened. It's like, what in the world? A dead pig? Really? Okay. So it was a dead pig. And then Mona, she goes into the car, and of course, she's wearing the black gloves, so there's no fingerprints or anything. And she gets the chip out of the laptop that recorded everything, like all the evidence about Hannah's mom, and they go and take it. Okay, anyway. Then, they go to the house, and they end up falling asleep. Actually, Mona confesses. She starts, selling her soul. She starts telling everything, and I'm just sitting here looking like, really? She just says so much stuff that just makes you go, wow, But honestly, in my opinion, I wasn't, surprised by that. I figured she's kind of in the same boat now because she's now getting these messages from A, like our main four girls. So I guess she's probably figuring like, okay, let me just say what's on my mind right now. And she did. And then the girls wake up and she's gone and everyone's like, oh, Lord. But she just went to go get them some breakfast. And then the girls are like, you know what? We're done with this. Take us to the lair. So on their way there, guess who we see? Guys, we're not even within, I guess you could say, the first 5 minutes of this episode, and someone's already croaked. Wilden is dead. I saw that one coming. I'll be honest with y'all. I did see that one coming. The way he acted and just the way the storyline was, I am not surprised that Wilden has kicked the bucket. I'm really not surprised at all. He just scared me. He creeped me out a lot. And I'm not saying I'm happy he's dead because that's just morbid and terrible. But it happened and I'm not surprised. So they go to the lair and then we find out who the Queen of Hearts was. It was Wilden. But then you see somebody else. See, while they're at the lair, Mona has her laptop out and she's showing the girls the video clips. And you see Wilden kind of holding the Queen of Hearts mask. And then you see someone else with the actual mask on. And it makes you go, there were two of them? Really? And right when Mona says that it was Melissa, the laptop starts acting up and all her files are being erased. Look, here's my thing. I just, I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I think like a criminal. And usually I'm like, gosh, if I had all those skills, I'm just playing. But that's impressive to me. I was really impressed by that. I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. And then, the girls, they overhear something. They overhear, like, these little girls saying things like, oh, come on, Aria, come on, Spencer, and stuff. And they go outside, and apparently Allison gave these little girls, these 5 girls, a doll of each of the 4 main girls and Mona, and the dolls had their exact same names. Creepy. Now, let's go into some more main details. Aria is freaking out. Of course, we know Mr. Fitz, he's, back and all that. And, the vice principal kind of looks like he was staring at Aria, who was staring at Mr. Fitz, and now she's starting to freak out and all this stuff, and then she gets called to the office. The show played a really good joke on us, even though it scared the mess out of me. I'm not going to lie. This episode, guys, this part right here made the episode for me because it literally, I thought my heart was going to stop. I was just stunned. But anyway, the point is, Aria gets called to the vice principal's office, and they are talking and stuff, and he said, basically, and this isn't a quotation or anything, but I'm just going to tell y'all. Mr. Fitz is being arrested because you guys, we know that you two had sex, basically, and he shouldn't be having sex with a student. And she runs from his office, sees Mr. Fitz under arrest, and she's just crying, and everyone's staring, and then you find out that wasn't real. That didn't really happen. It was like something, I guess, that she was thinking is what's going to happen, but it wasn't. All that happened was that the vice principal gave her a manila folder, and that's pretty much all it was. That's pretty much it. It was. Okay, I forgot one little itty-bitty tiny detail. You guys are probably like, how the heck did they find that out? Apparently a student told everything, and next thing you knew, there were pictures of Aria and Ezra kissing and in very interesting positions. I mean, I wasn't paying that close attention to the pictures, but Aria's just like, just staring at him before she runs out. So there we go. I cleared that up just very quickly. Now, Allison's mom has returned to Rosewood, and that just surprises everybody. They're like, wow, okay. So she's back, and, she's there, and I got this kind of a weird vibe from her. Like, she was happy, but then she was kind of like, I don't know. I think I'm going to develop more of an opinion on that a little bit later on in the season, of course. But her mom rubs me the wrong way. Just saying. So, what's next? Oh, yeah, Wilden's funeral. The girls speculate that there's something in Wilden's casket. So Spencer ends up finding the casket because obviously during a funeral they, bring the casket in and they don't automatically set it up at the front. They take it to another room. So they found it, and you hear a cell phone go off. Spencer checks her phone. She's like, my phone isn't ringing. And then you see Mona. She came out of nowhere, okay, literally. And they open the casket. They call the number back, and the phone ends up calling Hannah's phone. It's Hannah's mom's phone that was in his casket. And they're like, when was the last time you talked to your mom? And she said, it wasn't long ago. And I'm just like, wow, really? Interesting. Now, there's someone at the funeral who's wearing, I like to call it the old-fashioned funeral garb, although I'm pretty sure that, some people probably still wear it. It's like all black lace, and with like the lace, it's like a black veil covering the face, and you couldn't see who it was. And, yeah. So that happened. Let me see. Some other stuff was going down, too. Hannah and Mona, every time Hannah says we, Mona's like, wow, every time you say that, it just makes me feel like we're friends again, And then they end up going shopping, and Mona eventually does give Hannah back the chip that she took from out of the police car laptop and gives it to Hannah. And Hannah's impressed. She's like, wow, thank you, Now let's get into Toby. Toby, my dear, sweet, precious Toby. His mom's missing, and he gets a message from A saying, bring me the lair and basically you'll see your mom or something. So he drives the lair out into like the middle of nowhere, I believe, and that whole sequence was just very odd to me. I don't know, it just was. I don't know. Just a little bit interesting. I hope everything is okay with his mom. I really do. Okay, some last minute details that I completely forgot until as I was editing this video. While Toby's still of course out in the woods. He wakes up in the woods where, the fire happened, and one of the people who's at the site, the fire stopped, it's over and done with, the building's wrecked. The red coat is found, and Toby goes to get Spencer, and they come back, and the coat's gone, basically. Big surprise. Now, speaking of Toby, there's a flashback with him and Allison. I wanted to slap the mess out of this little hussy. I really did. She was rude. She was disrespectful about his mother. I wanted to just go through the screen and slap the blonde off her head, okay? I really did. Not that I'm saying anything about blondes. I mean, she is blonde, so okay, anyway, point is, Toby's mom comes in, and you can tell something isn't right with her, and Allison makes some very rude comments, and Toby tells her, to get out. And I say, go ahead, Toby. And then she leaves with this attitude. And people like that just really rub me the wrong way in general. I mean, I know that this is a TV show, but at the same time, there are people out there who are like that. Jenna, yeah, she has a burn. I didn't see it clearly. I need to go back and watch that episode again, but I didn't see where the burn was at, because when Emily mentions it to her, she just walks away. And I was just kind of like, okay, I did not see that, okay? Maybe I need to just go back and look at it again. But other than that, that's all I can think of right now. And personally, like I said, this episode, I really liked it. Very good start to the season, especially with the suspenseful part with Aria. Mona. She's the only one I really want to get into right now, because I want to trust her. But then again, I don't. I still don't trust her at all. Because, I mean, think about it. She can go from acting very sweet to acting very evil, and it's going to take me a while to be like, oh yeah, Mona, can trust her 110%. But maybe this is still part of a plot. Maybe this is still part of a plan. To just, hey, Redcoat could have probably been like, okay, here are your orders. We're going to cause all this stuff to happen. I already know you're a good actress. So, do you. Make these girls trust you. Show them a few things. I'm going to delete all the files. You freak out. You move the layer. And who knows? That's what could be happening. That's one theory. I just don't think I'm ever going to trust that girl. Ever. So, definitely leave me your comments, how you felt about the episode, what you think about my opinions, about just the review in general. Let me know. If there's anything you think I can improve on, just let me know, okay? So take care, guys, and I will see you in my next review or in my next video. Whatever happens before then, but we shall see each other. So take care, everybody.